You find entrepreneurs who are battling cash flow issues, a lot of debt, and they are not able to manage. So you have to really learn how to do financial management. Have the correct accountant within the organization, the correct auditor to be able to help you in financial management. Cost reductions, be able to look at the cost reductions. Hello, karibuni sana. I'm your cheerleader of dreams. Here we talk about simple, practical ideas on how you can start, grow, and scale your successful business. My name is Dr. Regina Kimori, CEO LWK Africa, and today we'll be talking about how you can scale that business, especially this year, 2025. And we're going to have a very interesting topic. Do you have business goals? Is that business goal one to scale? So you must have that idea of how you want to scale your business. So do you want to scale it in terms of numbers, in terms of staff, in terms of building another branch, buying more, other vehicles, building and go down? What is that scalability that you're looking for? So you must define business goals, and business goals should be defined per year so that you can communicate them to the team and you can let them work on it. Remember, we have the company vision there, we have the mission, and we have now the goals that we are doing on a yearly basis, on 3 months basis. It's very, very important to have them. So define them. So if you've been, if your sales is, if sales is one of the areas you'd want to grow, you have to understand where are you at this particular point. So I'm selling 1 million shillings per month, or 1 million shillings per 2 months or 3 months, and I would want to double those sales. So you have to determine what you'd want. And after you say what you'd want, you have to define the how. Most of the time we don't define the how, we just say what we want. We would want to double our sales, which is very good. But how are we going to double our sales? Are we going to bring more customers? Are we going to double our stocks? Are we going to borrow working capital to be able to finance this progress? You must be able to define the how. So that how is what the teams work on. That is what they do on a daily basis, and you keep monitoring. So goals are very important to a business, and they should be communicated. It's not just with the entrepreneur, this is what I would want, but communicate to the entire team for them to be able to run with the goals. The next point is to build your customer service. Remember, an organization that want to grow, you want to grow, the very first thing that you want to grow is your sales, is your numbers. So you must have a customer service or a sales strategy and be able to implement it. How do you attract and how do you retain customers? How do you follow ups? How do you make sure that even the customers that bought from you, they refer you to other customers? So you have to really have a robust sales team, have a robust customer service, after sales service, very, very important. And keep enhancing, keep building the team, keep training them, keep motivating them so that you maintain that particular angle. So build strong customer service, customer relationships is very, very important. Personalize those services, personalize them. Let somebody who can call the customer, ask for feedback, ask them what they are doing, very, very important. Share a message on Valentine, on Easter, we are going to Easter. Share something with your customers, important. The third area is financial management, cash flow management. Most of us, we have very strong sales skills, especially entrepreneurs. We are able to build customers, but when it comes to the financial management within the organization, you find entrepreneurs who are battling cash flow issues, a lot of debt, and they are not able to manage. So you have to really learn how to do financial management. Have the correct accountant within the organization, the correct auditor to be able to help you in financial management. Cost reductions, be able to look at the cost reductions, and even customer payments. At what time do customer pay? Do you give them 30 days a credit, 14? Who follows them to be able to be paid? Are they paying on time? That entire organization within the organization is very important, so that you maintain the cash flow. And at this particular point that we're having interest rates that are skyrocketing and so many, you don't really want to get to a position where you just keep borrowing. Actually, you even find that your profits are in debts, in loans, though the profits are just drained by the many loans that you're having. So financial management is very crucial. I'm going to talk about debt management possibly in the next channel, the next session. And we can also talk about financial management in a very bigger way. The fourth thing that you need to do is operational efficiency. So when the customer order, are they able to get their order the soonest time possible? When they come to buy there, do they get people who are ready to serve them? Do they get served very, very fast? Efficiency. When we come to production, do we produce very, very fast? Do we produce something quality? And do we deliver that something very fast to the customer? Efficiency, operational efficiency. And you can go back and watch the place where we talked about enhancing organizational processes, and I talked about operational efficiency. You have to look at your operations. Also, automation falls at this particular point. Automate your processes within the organization to just make them very efficient. The other portion, number 5, is invest in your employees' growth. And I've really talked about this. Invest in your employees' growth. Make sure that you have the correct team with you. Train them, motivate them, so that they feel in an organization or in a business that they would want to come every single day, so that you keep having them, you reduce on employees turnover and so many things within the area of staffing. And remember, human resource is very, very important. So this is something that you should be doing. You can, if you don't have the capacity, you can involve HR. There are so many HR firms that do a very good job. You can do key performance management with your team, and you can do a structure where you just train them, motivate them to do team building, cohesion, have initiatives that also cater for their welfare. Number 6, leverage on digital marketing. We are in the digital era, and I don't know if we are leveraging on that era. So if your product is not on social media, you're quite far. So you need to have a digital team within the organization, or you can outsource the team. Let your product or service be out there, be online, so that you can be able to sell your product properly. We are scaling our organizations in this year. We are scaling. So these are scaling strategies. The other portion is having strategic partners. So look for strategic partners within the space you're in. If you're doing food, if you're in food industry, who are the people that I should talk to? Which association? There are so many associations that are out here. Association, just go in and associate yourself there and get those strategic partnerships. So if you're a caterer, you need to if you're a cake person, if you sell cake, you need to partner with caterers, so that when they are doing some catering work, they also request for a cake and your name is mentioned. Make sure that your business or your service or what you do is being mentioned by so many people, so that you keep having repeat businesses. So who are these people that you need to bring on board? People that you can be able to instead of even knocking a door to get one customer, you can be able to go somewhere where you can be able to talk to people and get 5 customers at a go. So this is what we talk about strategic partnership. The final portion is secure smart financing. Do we get to a point where we audit our financing, or when we are looking for a debt, or when we are looking for a loan, we go out there and we really want money, so you don't even have that time to negotiate the terms. So you go into a circle, you go into a bank. By the time they delay, there's a lot of processes. Then you go to a Shylock, and at the end of the day, that money becomes very, very expensive. So how you manage, you're able to secure financing is very, very important. Some of us bring partners within the organization just because you required financing. And when partners come in, they disorganize the whole entire organization. And now you feel like you want to close or sell your shares. So that desperation, especially when it comes to financing, is very, very dangerous. So be able to secure, be able to plan. I find some entrepreneurs, we have a problem when it comes to planning. So you don't know, you don't know at what particular time you'd want financing, and what are the parameters to know that you need. I guess we can talk about financing in the near future, and we see at what time do you need that financing, and what are some of these opportunities out there for you to be able to think about and plan accordingly, so that financing also cannot come and collapse the business that you're doing already doing, and which that business that you have built within that period of time. So those are some of the strategies that you can use to be able to scale your business in the year 2025. Think about them, work on them. If you have people within the organization that you can work around them, you can do that. If you're running your organization as a person, so you are the salesperson, and it's still okay. All businesses start at that particular point. You're the salesperson, you're the collector, or you're the debt collector, you're the girl, and you're also the production manager if you're producing. If you're cooking, you're the chef. If you're the caterer or the cake person, you're the chef, and it's still okay. So you can be able to sit down alone and be able to define, because I want to scale this business, what do I need to do? So what do I need to do for me to be able to scale this business? And it will start with business goals. I would want to move this cake business from selling 5 cakes in a month to selling 10 cakes in a month. What do I need to do? So the how has to be answered. I need to put my name out there. I need to be in social media. I need to do a few TikTok videos. I need to go to churches. I need to go somewhere I can do some stickers on what I do. You need to define the how. And when you define the how, then you're supposed to define this how, what I'm supposed to be doing. When will I be doing it? Do I do it on Monday? Because you have to segment that exact time. So if I'm supposed to do an hour or 30 minutes of social media marketing, at what time in the day do I do that? Or do I outsource that service? And be able to identify what particular hours are you supposed to do the how. That is very, very important. Then come build in the others. Build the customer service segment. You alone. Be in somewhere you can be able to register all your customers. Be able to talk to them when you have a new flavor that you're selling out there. Be able to tell them, I'm having something new. You can be able to come in. Financial management. Learn how you can manage your money very well. I don't know if you're able to do costings. So if a kg of a cake, how much does it cost? And you put the profit margin is very, very important. So that when you're going somewhere and you want to buy a dress, and that dress is 5,000, you can be able to equate it to how many cakes for you to be able to buy that cake, that dress. So if you don't do that, you'll be eating on your capital because you don't know what are your costings and what are your profit margins. Then the rest operational, investing in the employee. You are the employee. You are the invest on learning, personal development. Learn on YouTube, learn short courses in business. There are so many things that you can learn as an entrepreneur. Read books, get opportunities where you can be able to learn. The more you learn, especially on course related matters to what you're doing, the more you're able to enhance. Remember, for all the places that would want to go, you must become fast. You yourself as an entrepreneur, you'd want to, you earning 1 million and you would want to earn 5 million. You have to be that 5 million fast before you get it. So you have to be it fast. So invest in personal development so that you can be able to grow and scale that business. So that is it for today. And you can tune in next time. We'll be talking about businesses, scaling, growing, thriving our businesses. Thank you.